Everybody, welcome back to Blabbin' About Slabbin'. Today, Chris and I are going to talk about some of our spring pickups. Chris, what do we got?
Oh, yeah. It's one of my favorite videos, favorite topics of conversation, cards we're buying. We're going to start with a card that will surprise absolutely no one. We can't stop. We picked up another one of these, the extremely shiny Shohei Ohtani 2020 Stadium Club Chrome Refractors. I think we bought one of these before our last video. And pretty much if this card is available and the price isn't crazy, I think the last one on eBay kind of went a little bit nuts on bids. We're going to buy it. Now, my wife says that's the definition of addiction, but I think she's completely wrong. Although full disclosure, Jeff, I have not recently looked up the definition of addiction.
I think that is what makes us collectors, Chris.
I like where your head's at.
All right, I want to start with a card I picked up off the Fanatics Collect auction, and it's a card of my main man Robin Yount on card auto.
Oh yeah.
So they can sell raw cards on there, but they've got to be in one of these card savers certified authentic by CGC. So they must have a partnership with them, and as long as you get it authenticated, you can sell it on their raw. And this was on card. Love the blue uniform. Kind of an impulse buy, but I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I mean that looks really cool. I didn't know that about raw card. Does it have to be with CGC?
Yes, they have some partnership, so they do it there, and then you can see it. Here's the on the writing, but
okay.
Yeah, they have some affiliation with CGC. So if you find something on there that's raw, it's going to be authenticated.
Yeah. One type of card I will also almost always grab if I see it available is a Freddy Freeman Topps Chrome Gold Refractor. Again, this is not coming as a surprise to anybody, but over the spring, I guess in the last about 2 months, give or take, I have been able to track down 3 of these beauties.
Look at that.
So we got a 2014, a 2015, and then this horizontal 2017. Which I admit, I initially wasn't like a huge fan of this design and this image, but the more I have it, Jeff, the more it's kind of grown on me. I like it.
Yeah, it's a different kind of design with the thick, chunky spots in the background, but it sure has a lot of gold.
It does. It does. The 2014, I think, is probably my favorite base image of Freeman. We get the throwback jersey, perhaps a bit more crotch focused than it needed to be, but still very cool. And I wanted to give a quick shout out to P. Craig on Instagram. He and I were able to work out a trade for these two. There's something cool. He's a big Freeman collector, as am I. And there's something great when you find someone with similar tastes and similar collecting goals. He was going for the clears. And I happen to have a 2018 clear. So I was able to trade him that for these two. Clear out of 10, 2 golds out of 50. I think it's a win-win for both of us.
Sounds like a great trade.
Yeah.
So how many vertical cards does he have versus horizontal cards?
I believe that's Freeman's only horizontal.
It's the only one.
Base card.
Yeah. Very cool. Next, I want to talk about a card I picked up related to a card I had picked up that I showed on our last one. It was a Robin Yount card. And if you remember, it was the SSPC Robin Yount, the 1975 rookie. Well, another 1975 SSPC card came up, and this is not a player I collect, but I just really liked the card, and so here it is.
Oh, I got the Nolan Ryan.
Got the Nolan Ryan. Yep.
All right, let me see. I'm just gonna make it a little bit bigger there.
Yep. There we go.
That image is very similar to the 69. Yeah, the 69 Topps, his first solo card. Kind of that same sort of follow through with the 2 fingers.
Yeah, and right
this time wearing the Angels uni.
Yeah, looks so young, doesn't he?
He does. He looks really young. He's not yet taken as much Advil as he did in his.
That's
40s.
right. And just as on the Robin Yount, there's some issues with some of the verbiage on the back. Lack of capitalization, punctuation. For some reason, they capitalized Angels on the back of the card, but left Mets uncapitalized.
I think that was a choice.
Yeah, it might have been a choice. He wasn't used by the lowercase m Mets and was swapped to the Angels, one of the biggest steals in baseball history.
Yeah, that's definitely on purpose. All right. So recently I did something that for me feels very opposite of what I would normally do, but I have picked up 2 Aaron Judge cards. over the last like 2 months. The first one is, I think you'll understand why when you see him. The first one is Stadium Club, and it is one of the best Judge images out there. I'm going to make Jeff, can you make my screen bigger? Just want to make sure we get that floor. This is a 2019 Stadium Club rainbow foil.
Yeah.
So numbered at 25. Just one of his best images. This is Fenway Park. You can see the monster over there, and low angle. And look at the shine on these. Rainbow foils are numbered out of 25. So they're like slightly more rare than refractors and even the gold minteds, and they shine up. It's really, really cool in hand. I think we get a good angle here. I will say I am mildly disappointed. Judge doesn't have autos in 2019 Stadium Club, which is a shame because a rainbow foil auto with this shot would be a tremendous baseball card.
Yes, we talked about rainbow foil autos with the Chourio that I had picked up recently, and that the rainbow foils in hand are spectacular. And you're right, that image is great. It's kind of a throwback type image of the player. He's in an old stadium. It's great.
Yeah, we love a good on deck circle image lately. That the sort of like guys getting ready to go to war imagery is kind of growing on us. And I want to give a quick shout out to my good buddy Ben Berman on Instagram, who shared that card was available for me, or shared that card with me. He saw it somewhere and was kind enough to help me facilitate a deal. So thanks, Ben.
Nice. Collectors helping collectors. Love it. Speaking of helping collectors, I took this off somebody's hands. Keston Hiura, orange rookie auto. I'm just unable to let any really rare or obscure Keston Hiura rookie cards go. They just go into the collection. What I'm going to do with it, I don't know, but I couldn't pass it up.
Now is he in the Colorado farm system still, Jeff?
I believe so, but all I see on Instagram is images of him golfing. So I'm not really sure if he's playing or not.
Not ideal. I have to say, and no offense to our Colorado Rockies fan friends, but I feel like if you go to Colorado spring training and you don't make that team, that type of emotional devastation, that level of being cut might be too much for even the most mentally strong player to bounce back from, Jeff.
That's true. I would just love to see what he could do. I mean, he might strike out 300 times, but he probably hit 40 home runs. So I'd love to see just a full season in that. What do they have to lose? Come on.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, more games, I guess, but that's going to happen either way.
Yeah.
Either way.
No escaping that. So give us what we want.
All right. The next couple I picked up were autographs. And I don't think the sets are going to surprise you guys. But as usual, it's about the image on the autograph. So the first one is my good buddy Austin Riley here. 2020 Stadium Club Chrome. I'm just beating a dead horse here. I love the set. And this is, I think, if this were his rookie card, Jeff, it would be easily his best rookie card. I could almost make an argument it's still possibly his best card.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, you got the home run sign in the background, the glutes in the foreground, and the signature over it all.
Back of jersey, home run trot, and he has a real nice auto on this.
Got a number on there too. Yeah.
I love this card. Similar to the Ohtani refractor. When this one pops up, if I can nab these for like $60-$70 or less, I will just grab it. I love it. I would love to have like a whole binder page full of them.
Ooh, a whole page. Yeah, I can see
just because they just look so good.
Yeah. I picked up a couple Brewer cards, which shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. One that I picked up is my first 2025 card, Chris. Jackson Chourio, image variation from Heritage. He's got the rookie cup on there. Got the big Brewers logo in the center. Big smile on his face. Love the picture. It's not a rare card. I talked a little bit about this on a Spitballing episode. Where when they first came out, I just love to see them. I wasn't quite sure how rare they would be. I picked it up for about $30. They had gotten up to $40. Then they came down. Now it's like a $20 card. So I could have saved myself waiting, but I picked this one up pretty soon after the set came out.
Yeah, I got to say, I generally don't love like Heritage kind of posed images like that. But that card is just framed perfectly with the Brewers logo, dead center. You got, the sunglasses.
You got the 76 design. You got the little ball player in the corner.
Yeah, that's a beautiful card. If you spent $10 too much, it's perfectly fine. I will say I'm not thrilled with Heritage going back or changing to the flagship style Rookie Cup. How come we're not seeing the giant old school Rookie Cup on those?
That's an excellent point. An excellent point.
There's definitely room for it there, but
Maybe
otherwise,
they thought it'd be too crazy with a player in the one corner and then a player trophy in the other corner. I don't know.
I don't know either. But
Wonder-
I do like that card a lot. Very, very good looking card.
Thanks.
Okay. All right. So next up for me, this is a pretty recent pickup. I just posted this on Instagram a couple of days ago. But I've been looking for a nice copy of this Joey Votto Heritage Auto. I think it's a high number, and I believe it's from 2022. But this is, I think, just an absolutely incredible shot of Joey Votto. Once again, I believe we're looking at a nice low angle shot. Looks like on deck circle. It was recently pointed out to me this is not his home ballpark, which is too bad. But I mean, honestly, that's a minor quibble. But this card just looks amazing. The red ink with the red jersey. No notes. Don't judge me on the arena card, the Arena Club slab. This is just what it was, what it came in on eBay. It will soon be cracked out and then placed in a nice one touch where we'll probably spend the rest of its card life. But I love this. I only have 2 Joey Votto cards in my collection. It's my only auto. And as soon as I saw this one a couple years ago, I knew I needed it. And it took me over 2 years to land one, but well worth the wait, Jeff.
Yeah, so cool. Just a cool image. Love that they did it horizontally.
Yes.
In that old design. That's great. The fact that they can come up with cards like that shows that they're capable. So we just don't always get those kind of cards.
Yeah, for every one of those, we probably get about 50 Players Gala podium SSPs that just make us want to rip our hair out.
Yeah, we got to give Heritage some credit. It looks like we both were on a little bit of a Heritage kick. I got a Heritage card also. It's not a auto. It's a throwback.
Oh yeah.
This one so there's Yelly in the old school Brewers circa 1982, 1983 road jersey, baby blues. I've got a Robin Yount jersey like that, which I often wear. But I love these throwbacks. Sad to say that this year they're gone, Chris.
It is. Yeah, I'm wondering if we might have a sort of a Topps Black type scenario where Topps realizes how many collectors really, really love chasing these. And they're super rare. So there's probably many, many, many collectors that don't even know they exist.
Yeah.
But to just take something like that, there's a lot of people that do runs of players. Just to yank that away is a real bummer, Jeff.
Yeah, I threw this out on the show before, but I was thinking maybe since fewer teams are going with throwback uniforms, because a lot of them are going to City Connects and wearing the City Connects a lot. So I think that partnership with Fanatics is really promoting the City Connect jerseys. And they do have a City Connect short print version of these cards that for a couple of years they had them both. They had both versions, the throwback and the City Connect, but now I believe they're just doing the City Connect. So yeah, it's sad to see those go.
It is sad, but that is still a very cool Pete Davidson. I'm sorry, Christian Yelich card. Yeah. All right, so I also grabbed I have another Heritage card. Came in a little while back. I mentioned I've sort of late to the game on this, but I am trying to do the Freddie Freeman Heritage Gold run.
Yeah,
they're numbered out of 5. At least the ones that I'm going after are numbered out of 5. They look great. They're really, really hard to find. So if I see one and it's not crazy expensive, I do try to get it, but you just don't see them very often. This is going to be a long journey, so to speak. But I was able to find one a few weeks ago. This is the 2018, and if you notice, this one is the least gold.
It's
of the
very silver.
It is very silverish
refractor in the light.
Yeah, when this arrived in the mail, I was actually a little concerned that I'd been duped. It did come with the eBay authenticity guarantee, so I felt a little bit better. And on the back, it is numbered out of 5. So it's definitely it is the gold. It just doesn't really look particularly gold,
especially with a big gold back there you just showed us.
Yeah, there's a lot of border here, so I feel like they definitely could have goldened this up a little bit. That's definitely not a word. But still, it's a beautiful card, and a Heritage Chromes just shine and shine and shine. So this does look great. So if you're keeping score at home, I'm 4 Heritage Golds in, and I think that leaves me 4 to go. So halfway home, and it took about a year and a half to get this far. So
Sticking with the Heritage Gold theme, my biggest recent pickup is another surprise, another Brewer, another Chourio, and I managed to get one of these golds.
yeah.
Slightly more gold.
Yeah, look how gold that the 75 design. There's so much border, so much gold.
Yeah. So shout out to Chris and our friend Short Print Today, Jake, for telling me immediately when this got posted, and I was able to get it.
Some people's eBay save searches, Jeff, seem to really hit faster than others. Mine don't seem to go that quickly, but our good buddy Short Print Today, Jake, guest star on the show, his searches, I don't know if he has like a better alert system on his phone, but my phone started going crazy, and it was him saying this was available. He's like, "Where's Jeff? Where's Jeff? Where's Jeff?" And I think you bought this card in between takes as
Yes.
Agent Dalton Baseman on NCIS Origins.
I was on set, so thank you guys for keeping me abreast of the situation. Love this card. It's like most of the golds that we've seen, it's not perfect. It's got a couple small issues on it, so it's in this card saver for now, but it's going into one touch, and that's probably where it's going to stay.
Yeah, I think one touches were made for Heritage Gold refractors, for sure. By the way, is there a scene on the show, Jeff, where we can see you checking your phone in the background and possibly?
Well, there shouldn't be, since there's no cell phones in 1991. But
that's an excellent point.
If there is, definitely don't tell CBS about it, because I'll probably get fired.
Hey, if we can get a Starbucks cup in Westeros on Game of Thrones, for sure we can sneak a cell phone into the 1990s.
Yes.
All right, so my biggest personal pickup was a trade I made with a good buddy of mine. On Instagram, he is Ben Orr Sports Cards 14. I just know him as Ben, fellow Braves fan. But he and I made a trade. I sent him a Freddie Freeman 2014 finest gold refractor in a PSA 10 and a 2021 Topps Chrome Mookie Betts SSP, that like low 5 where they're doing like the shin high 5, and some cash. And he sent me this 2020 Topps Update Aaron Judge back of jersey SSP in a PSA 10.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of these cards. You have the Trout, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
I picked up the Acuna at the Burbank show earlier this year, and I know our good buddy Cardboard Showcase has the whole run of these. I think there's 12, maybe 13, and they look great together. So on the back burner, I may slowly work on putting that together. But this one is just this is great. Judge has a lot of SSPs and a lot of SPs, and some of the images are terrible. A lot of Judge smiling shots, Jeff, which we don't need. But this is great.
What a cool image. Yeah. Everything about that card is great. And there can't be that many 10s.
I think it's in the 20s. I want to say they're about 25 or 26. It's one of the most graded of them. I think the Trout have been graded the most. But it's one of those cards where you really get the the magnitude of his size.
Yeah, he's enormous. Great card. Well, and a great trade. That's nice to be able to work out a trade once in a while.
Yeah, it finished his gold refractor finest Freddie Freeman run, and almost finished his 2021 Topps Chrome SSP set. So, yeah, collectors helping collectors.
Absolutely, that's the theme.
All right. Okay, so Jeff and I it was a fairly slow spring for our mutual collection, I think.
I agreed.
But I won't even take this out. But we did pick up one really nice card, and I think it's a guy that we're going to be talking about quite a bit over the next few weeks, both good and bad, seemingly a bit more bad than ever before. But sticking with 2020 Stadium Club Chrome, we did pick up another copy of the Soto Shuffle Auto. Yeah, very cool. He has limited rookie autos, and so this is his third year auto, but pretty iconic. We talk about it a lot. World Series, very limited autos. I think the guess is around 125 total, including all the parallels, because the base and the gold seem to be graded at almost exactly the same rate. So the assumption is 50 of each. Then we've got an orange and a red. Oh, and a shimmer. So about 130 total. Just a really cool card.
Yeah, there's just not many of them. There's not many of them out there, and we always love a good moment. You can know when this shot was taken. It's just sort of symbolizes his Nationals era.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can even see it's a profile, but you can see the intensity on the face. Yeah, and it's just, I mean, I hate to just keep talking about that set, but Jeff and I still believe in it long term. We think it's going to be one of the most iconic sets, of the last 15 years.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you everybody for joining us and listening to our pickups. Please let us know in the comments what you think. Did we make any mistakes? I know you probably have a few a few opinions on some of the cards we picked up, but it was a good mix of PC cards and of players we like and images we like. So overall, it was pretty good. And I think, like Chris said, it was a little bit of a slow spring for our mutual collection, but maybe we're just saving that for the summer show, the Burbank show. That's coming up here pretty soon.
Yeah, maybe, or maybe baseball cards are expensive, Jeff, and life gets in the way.
Yeah, it might be a season of selling rather than a season of buying.
Yeah, I don't think that's what Ian Malcolm says in Jurassic Park. It's something like that, but life gets in the way,
Yes, the opposite, right? All right. Well, thank you everybody again for joining us. Please hit the like and subscribe if you're watching, and join us on our Thursday night lives on YouTube. Thanks everybody. Have a good one.